All right. We are chillin' in Stardew Valley. This is Farming Farm, focused on crops. Crops only. Definitely we're doing the other things. We're going to be fishing, we're going to be mining, we're going to be foraging. We're going to be talking to people, we're going to be making friends. But mostly focused on crops. I'm not going to be making a huge wine empire here. We're talking primary producer. I'm growing crops, I'm selling crops. Never done this type of farm before, so I'd like to see how it goes. We had the egg festival a few days ago. We planted up all our strawberries that we had saved up for. Thankfully it's raining, because watering is my least favorite thing to do. I hope you're feeling settled. Now selling fertilizers. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that. I do wonder though, can I make and put the fertilizer down on the strawberries before... Am I gonna need sap for anything else other than fertilizer? I don't think so. I'll just make it all. And must be added before planting. Okay, I had never really done that before. Okay. So we got some forageables from that. So let's grab the rest of the forageables from the chest and go ahead and make 40 wild seeds. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so we'll fill in everywhere that we... Oh, I need my hoe. Whoops, that is not a hoe. Okay. So we'll fill in everywhere. Oh, not quite enough. Alright, that's fine. Still waiting on some rice there by the little pond. So I think probably we go fishing today. I want to try to get fishing leveled up one more so that I can maybe have an attempt at getting the legend during this first spring. It's a long shot. I'm probably way off base, but I would like to attempt it. Okay. Oh, that's right. I made a second chest here. I also need the money for the backpack upgrade and tool upgrades. So I'm currently working on that. So the question is, do we go to the mines? It seems that we have plenty of materials. We have plenty of materials for the tool upgrades. So I think today is really just fishing. Just fishing for money, really. Horseradishes are not great energy. I have full energy, so I can just use the fish that I find. So that's it. I'm just grabbing my bamboo pole, and I'm heading up to the mountain lake to do some fishing in the rain. I've been doing the river fishing for catfish, and it definitely helped me get enough money to make a big play at the strawberries there. But geez, they're so hard to reel in. I'm just looking for a nice, relaxing day at the lake, you know? looking for a chill time here. Level up the fishing. I'm just going to check around for forageables while I'm here. Making those wild seeds, as well as having energy, is pretty important. And also, I think I probably have to go make some potatoes. Go buy some potato seeds from Pierre so that I can have the potatoes in the chest, and then I need to go do some ocean fishing for sardines so that I can make the dish or the sea to make sure that my fishing level is at least level 10 so that I have a chance at the legend in these last few days of spring. Because I'll need to cook hash browns and catch sardines to make the dish of the sea, which gives a +3 to fishing for, I think, a quite reasonable amount of time. And that brings, as long as I'm at least fishing 7 by then, which I probably will be by the end of today, that dish of the sea brings us up to 10. So we have a chance at the legend up here. I will want to also get a fiberglass rod so that I can put bait on it. There's a lot to do. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of fishing for the next week here to just raise money for the tools and the backpack and the fishing pole. This is how my springs normally start, right? Tons of fishing. Non-stop fishing. I usually do have fishing level 10 naturally by the end of spring in the first year, because it really is the best way to make money early on. But I've been trying to stay true to the crop farming on this file. I've never hit the crop farming as hard as I have here, and I intend to keep that going. I didn't name this farming farm for nothing. It's winter here at my house right now. It's very cold outside. So, I would love to do some gardening, but it is not possible. It was 3 degrees Fahrenheit when I woke up this morning. So the ground is very much frozen solid. I do not have a greenhouse, although that would be nice. So my gardening is limited to a few houseplants over the winter, preparing beds, making sure mulch is ready. I'll be pruning fruit trees in maybe a month from now, late February. Hello, Emma. How's it going? Coming here to chill with me? I'm good. I'm just staying warm inside. It is super cold here. Super cold here. 3 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. That's, I'd say maybe negative 14 Celsius. Very cold. So I'm just chilling in the warm, fishing up a storm. And making rhymes, apparently. Is it winter where you are as well? Whoops. I'm just trying to raise some money so that I can upgrade my tools in my backpack. Waiting for my first strawberry harvest. It is Tuesday, so Pierre is open still. I should probably go and get the potato seeds that I need real quick. What is going on here? Western Coast, okay. I have family in LA. They've been getting some rain there these past couple weeks. And for them, if it gets down to 55 degrees, it's pretty darn cold there. Oh, we've got a cutscene. What's up, Pierre? Well, I'd like some potato seeds. Oh, it's this one. Morris trying to snipe customers. Well, he has sniped me. I have already decided I'm going Joja. I've never done Joja before. And I'd like to try it out, especially since I want to focus on crop farming. And I don't really want this to be a well-balanced run. So I'm not going to have... Wow, that was a lot of people left. I feel a little bad for Pierre, but not that bad. I've always done the community center before, and I enjoy it. It feels good. Alright, we're just going to maybe sell him this horseradish, and then get a few potato seeds. I'll just get everything I have money for at the moment. Oh, so you are in California too. Yeah. Yeah, I was in LA maybe a year or two ago. It was pleasant. It was, but I do understand. I really get why people complain about the highways there. It was miserable driving on the interstates through downtown LA. There's like 20 lanes per side, and 3 or 4 lanes coming in, 3 or 4 lanes going out at a time every quarter mile. It was kind of insanity. Alright, well, I know I can drop all these fish right in the bin. I still have plenty of energy. So I'll go ahead and plant these potatoes. I don't need to put any fertilizer down. I just need the potatoes for cooking. Yeah, over here on the East Coast, we just don't have highways like that. Our highways are, I mean, even like the Beltway in DC is nowhere close to anything like that. What was it, 405, I think? Oh, 410. I don't remember the route numbers. I think I'll save those salmon berries. That's some good energy for going into the mines later. And then head back to the lake again. I think maybe I make a second furnace right now. Yeah. So back to the lake, really hoping to see a level up. If I can get a level up, then I can stay and pass out at 2 a.m. If you've leveled up during the day, let's have a chat with Linus here. I have not come to ridicule you, Linus. You're one of my favorite people in this game. If you level up during the day, then exhaustion does not apply, so you wake up with full energy the next morning, regardless of what your energy was. You still get charged for passing out, but see, I just spent all my money on potatoes, so I will lose about 2 gold, possibly 3, not a big deal. But if I don't level up, then I'll need to start walking home around midnight or so to get in bed. I don't know if the algae gives us any experience. Probably not. Probably not. This is why I don't have much money. Every time I have any money, I go spend it on seeds. But I need to upgrade my backpack. I need to upgrade my tools. We're gonna get this chest. And I definitely need to upgrade my fishing pole if I have any shot at hooking the legend. But right now, it's just money. I just need bunches and bunches of money. And I find the fish in the lake are just plain easier to catch. Catfish are very profitable in the rain in the river. But I am so bad at catching catfish. I can fish in the river for an entire day and maybe have 2 or 3 catfish. I find it's more money for me, because of how bad I am at video games, to just come up here and have a chill fish in the lake. Things are easy to catch. I'm guaranteed to come home with a full bag. I generally don't use mods. I like to just play the game how it was meant to be played. There's definitely some things I can understand people downloading for this. Quality of life mods, like keeping track of your exact experience levels so that you know when you're going to level up rather than having to hope and pray. Because at this point I'm just hoping that I can get a fishing level here before midnight. But I'm not entirely convinced I will. stop and make myself a cup of tea at some point. So you're from California, so it's 4:30 in the morning there. Did you just get off night shift or do you wake up early? I generally get up around 6 o'clock here. I didn't just miss it. No, I have not leveled up. Alright. Just hoping and praying. Looking for this level up. So that I don't have to walk home tonight. Someone can carry me back to my bed. Seems more like a Joja thing to do. Make them carry me back. I'll pay them money. As long as you have money, everything's fine, right? Alright, one more. One more fish and then I gotta run. Alright, there it is. I gotta run. Not sure how close I was. I had to have been close. I did catch a lot of fish today. I already sold half of it. I've already been back to the farm once. Alright, let's keep the furnaces going. We're going to throw that in there. And maybe tomorrow I can get a backpack upgrade. I don't know if I made that much money. Let's start the day with that. We would need dandelions to make more wild seeds. Excuse me, puppy. Excuse me, puppy. I'm trying to get to bed. I did make enough for the backpack upgrade, so there's the question. I think we just upgrade the backpack immediately. Fish for another day to upgrade the pickaxe. Fish for another day to upgrade the axe. Keep it going. Is Wednesday a Queen of Sauce day? It is the rerun day. It has been stir fry every time I have checked the fridge this year. Okay. Tell you what, while I'm over this way, and then then here's the task, is the watering. I'm really looking forward to leveling up farming so that I can get to quality sprinklers to reduce the watering burden every day. I think as soon as these strawberries have their first harvest, I should definitely get that farming level up that I'm looking for. And then I'll be able to take less time watering all these darn crops. I mean, I did this to myself, but facing the consequences of my own actions. Once I can get the sprinklers going, oh, there's a cauliflower. Once I can get, I know someone asks for a cauliflower at some point, maybe Jody. So maybe I'll just save it. Maybe I'll just save it. Alright, let's eat this algae. Yummy. That delicious algae. That's the good stuff. I am gonna need to go get something else to eat, because I am not going to have enough energy to water all these crops. Alright, yep, starting to feel exhausted. What have we got here? What have we got? We've got leeks. The salmon berries. Perfect time for salmon berries. Have to eat more of those salmon berries to finish this up. But I think we're just going fishing after that as well. I think what we do is we get the backpack upgrade and then go fishing. Chill up at the lake again. Or actually, maybe I should chill at the ocean this time, because those sardines, I need those sardines. I've got the potatoes planted, but I am going to need those sardines to make the dish of the sea if I'm going to have any shot at the legend. Okay, ended up with one salmon berry left after watering. Didn't I have 8 to start with? I think I just ate 7 salmon berries just to water my crops in the morning. Boy, oh boy. Alright, fishing pole. And I think that's it. just the fishing pole and one salmonberry, and I'll go to the beach. I might bring the hoe with me. Oh, there's a dandelion. So actually, I might be... Well, I'm gonna get the backpack upgrade. Alright, look at that. Alright, we got foraging, so now we know we can pass out at the beach. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. I think I'm not going to make the rest of the copper. I think I'm going to let that wait. I might want to make one more furnace with that before I have another trip to the mines. Eating waffles. What topping do I like on waffles? Oh my god, anything. But especially butter and maple syrup. Butter and maple syrup together. I think that's about top notch. How about you? What are you putting on yours? I think I'll bring the salmon berries with me. The rest can stay, although... Honey and maple syrup. Ooh, that is a sweet tooth. Honey and maple syrup. That is a lot of syrup. But yeah, maple syrup. I'm in love with maple syrup. I actually prefer the grade B maple syrup, not the grade A amber, but the grade B. It's darker. It's a lot more flavorful. And I think it's just not that popular because it's too flavorful, maybe? I don't know. It's not your grade A, beautiful, amber-colored syrup. It's a little dingy, it's a little dark, but I like that. So the question here is, I think I go ahead and make... You usually use the grade B? Yeah, that's some good stuff. I love it. I love it. And around here we can get alfalfa honey. That's probably my favorite. Alfalfa honey and buckwheat honey. So good. But I've never put honey on waffles before. That is a new thing. I've never heard of that. Way too sheltered, aren't I? That sounds fantastic, though. I'm gonna have to try that. And thanks to you, I might try that later today. Because it's sounding very good. Alright, sadly enough, I am going to have to do this right now to satisfy myself. I'm gonna go ahead and plant these and then go pass out on the beach. Well, to be pedantic, I will pass out on the pier. I have a favorite fishing spot, which I'm sure everyone does. Alright, ready to go. Yeah, ready to go. Alright, we're gonna buy the backpack upgrade and then head down to the beach. I'm really glad you joined me to have your waffles. Enjoy your day. Have a great day. I'm not sure I'll be on every day, but I will be on a bunch. Thank you again. Oh, Pierre's closed on Wednesdays. gets me every time. Well, in that case, we might as well just... If I can... I can't get... There's no way I get back to Clint on time. Okay. So it's time to just go down to the beach. We're going to head down to the beach. We've already had a foraging level up today, so we know that we can, we know that we can pass out here. Oh, I got a new shirt. I mean, I kind of like the shirt I have, but let's see how that looks. Ooh, no, that is an upgrade for sure. That is an upgrade for sure. Rockin' the arrow shirt. Look at us, we are so chillin'. We are so chillin', and here is my favorite fishing spot. Sadly, it is Wednesday, so Pierre was closed, and I could not get the backpack upgrade, which means I should probably run inside Willie's right now and sell these clams. I think that is the right thing to do. I'm just going to eat these salmon berries right now as well. Okay, I'm going to keep this herring though, because I might need that energy. Okay. And since I'm here, this is not my favorite fishing spot, but I will fish here until at least 5 o'clock so that I can rush inside if I need to. I don't think I need to. I think everything I'm going to catch now should fit. Yes, fishing. Lots and lots of fishing. Trying to raise money for the tool upgrades and backpack upgrades. But also I need these sardines for the dish of the sea recipe. If I have any shot at catching the legend in spring here, I need that dish of the sea recipe. Alright, he's closed, so I can go back to my favorite fishing spot at the beach. Over by that rock. I don't think there are any benefits to fishing there. I just prefer it. Nice. We got some seaweed. If we do get the legend here, here's my favorite spot, is to cast into this deep water beside the rock. If we do get the legend this spring, then we are going to be building a fish pond to put it in. That is the one exception that I am willing to make to my crop-focused farm here, is a legend fish pond. It's very passive, low energy investment for consistent monetary gain. And since we are going Joja, everything is about the money. Oh, gonna need to eat something. Herring. I don't want to eat the sardines, but we've got a herring and an anchovy. That's the same. Oh, and we've got a sea jelly. We're going to save that, though. We're going to save the sea jelly. That's our first sea jelly, so we're going to be saving that to make a smoker. A fish smoker, once we can afford that. I haven't fished out the cave jelly yet. I'm just going to drink that. It's not a ton of energy. You're on year 2. Is this your first time? Is this your first time playing? This is my 4th farm. I did 3 before this. All of them community center runs. My first farm ever was a forest farm where I pretty much focused on foraging. And I did a whole mushroom empire. My second farm was on the beach farm, which was all about fishing. I have tons of fish ponds. And my third farm was a Meadowlands farm, and I focused on chickens. It was a mayonnaise empire. Played a year ago, then started last month. Yeah, I first got this game less than a year ago as well. I have not, on any of them, I have not yet gotten true perfection. I definitely paid for perfection, which you can do. That is possible. You can pay gold to reach perfection. So the third one that I'm working on now with the chickens, I'm working on legit perfection on that file. I just feel like he did such a good job with this game. It's very chill. It's very cozy. Although if you watch speedrunners, etc., they can take it very seriously. You know what? I'll see if I can throw that out. Okay. Well, no, I'll just leave the broken seed. I'm gonna eat the seaweed. And then maybe the halibut. And that should probably be enough energy. Yeah, generally, once you get to Ginger Island and start tracking your perfection, man, it's hard. It's hard. There's a lot to get done. If you don't watch speedruns, I don't recommend it. It can kind of take the chill out of the game. They take it very seriously. Every keystroke is mapped out. You know, they're making millions of gold in the first season. Excuse my birds in the background. That's not very chill of them. They're arguing over some treats. Alright, I probably should have just ate that seaweed before I cast out again. I don't want to throw away my shirt. I like having extra clothes in the wardrobe to change things up every once in a while. And I definitely don't want to throw away any artifacts, so I think I'm just going to eat these. I don't really like speed runs. I do like to watch people doing challenges, themed challenges. Kind of like I'm doing. This one is crop farming only, focused on crop farming specifically. But I like it when people set boundaries. They set rules and play the game within those boundaries. It makes things more interesting. I haven't really. I think on my third farm, I am very close, a few days away from the golden clock, which is 10 million gold. I tend to rush the return scepter from Krobus. Just go ahead and spend that 2 million gold as soon as I get it, because the quality of life increase with that scepter of return is so huge. Being able to be anywhere on the map and then be on your front porch in a split second. I think my nemesis is the dragon teeth. I'm not a huge fan of the dungeons in this game. It took me quite a while to figure out the Skull Cavern runs. But once I watched, I think it was a Trash Marble YouTube video about Skull Cavern runs, where, I didn't really want to do the whole spamming staircases to get deeper. She had a YouTube video that really, I kind of follow it to a T now, and just use regular bombs, bring a few staircases, and I think I may have gotten to level 300 in the Skull Caverns doing that. Alright. I wonder what +1 wild berry harvesting means. Does that mean I get an extra berry? Alright, we're going to want these tappers, I think. I've already committed to not doing sheds full of kegs, but I think we're still going to want the syrups for other things. Alright, it's raining today. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, hey, Demetrius. Yeah. Okay, so I think because I'm doing crop farming here, I think I'm gonna go with the fruit baths. Because I'm not gonna be doing mushrooms. So, there we go. Okay, thanks, Demetrius. That's very cool of you. That's very chill of you, Demetrius. What have I got here? Is that a dresser under the TV? No, it's just an end table. Okay, so the shirt's gotta go in there. Okay, we'll save that sea jelly. And I think I save something, probably the halibut, for energy. 285 gold, oh my gosh. Alright, so I don't know, maybe what I do, I have full energy, so I'm not going to need it all. I will have caught more fish by the time I need it. So I think today we're hoping for both. Well, thank you. That is a wonderful compliment. I'm just chilling, talking to myself, talking to you guys, trying to narrate as best I can what I'm going through here. Because even on a good day, I am going through it, right? I'm gonna walk the whole way to the other side of town, and then realize I forgot the copper bars, and have to walk the whole way back. Or, like yesterday, I'm gonna walk to Pierre's to upgrade my backpack, only to realize it's Wednesday, and Pierre's not open. So, I'm just kind of narrating my way through this. Just chilling. Like the title says, I'm just chilling. Oh, we're gonna allow that auto mod. That is a generally accepted that is a generally accepted usage of LMAO. We're not banning. We're not banning for that. I turned the auto mod all the way up because I don't want anyone being toxic in my chat. And it was maybe a little aggressive on that one. Okay, Evelyn. It's probably only like 2 days though. Yeah, I'm not gonna have a potato in time for that. Not gonna have a potato in time for that. And see this, so I'm all ready to go. I do need to, I might as well just walk down to the beach to sell all these fish so that I might have enough gold to do both the pickaxe and don't sink. Ugh. Yeah, so now I get 2 berries from every bush. That is fantastic. That's really good stuff. Okay. I'm here a little early, but because I'm at the ocean, it's a fisherman's secret. Willie, we're friends. I think if I catch something, it should stack. It should probably stack onto one I already have. Heck yes. Yeah, I'm still figuring out, I only just started streaming yesterday. I'm still figuring out the chat mod controls and settings. I think I'm just going to let that seaweed slide. I can't get rid of anything else I have currently. I need everything. All of it. We'll give him a minute to get behind his desk. And then we'll head in and sell these. This is going to be something I haven't caught yet. No? Beautiful. 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 Not quite enough. I tell you what, I think I'm just going to try to fish up to get 4,000. And that way I can do both the pickaxe and the bag upgrade. Right? If I can just get a couple decent fish here in the next hour. Oh, nice. That's our level 7 fishing. Oh, but I need to keep the sardines. See, I keep selling the sardines. That's our level 7 fishing. But we don't have the potatoes yet. So now I'm going to need to stay here until I get 2 sardines. And then we'll see if Pierre still has some of those potatoes I sold him. Now all I'm getting is herrings. Now that I need sardines. Isn't that just how it goes? How very unchill of you, RNG. Alright, I'm going to go after this. Nice. Alright, that should be enough gold. I didn't get any sardines, so I don't have to worry about. Yes, that is enough gold. Okay. And if I have to, tell you what, I'm not touching anything else. I'm going straight to Clint's. He better be there and open for business. And then I'm going to Pierre's. Okay. So that way we can go back into the mines here in a bit, in another couple days, and make our way down. I believe the quality sprinklers is iron and gold. So that way, around the same time where we can get the recipe for quality sprinklers, I'll start to be able to have the materials. Alright, backpack. There we go. Let's see if he still has any of my potatoes that I sold him before. Nope. Just parsnips and a wild horseradish, which I don't think I did sell him. I think that came from someone else. So I am going to need oil, but I don't have 200 gold currently, and selling these wouldn't get me there. So today is not the day. Today is not the day that we can get the legend. We just have to hope that, and I tell you what, let me just look in these trash cans real quick. Have you met Linus? Yes, I love Linus. Such a nice guy. He's a free soul, you know? He knows exactly what he wants in life, and he's doing it. Might not seem glamorous to others in Stardew Valley. Yeah, I'm not ready for you, ancient mariner. Yeah, he might not seem glamorous to others in Stardew Valley, but he's just a stand-up guy. I mean, somebody's destroyed his tent before, and they ridicule him, and you have to know that he's talking about... You have to know he's talking about Robin and her family. They live right there. And when you talk to Robin, she'll say one of her dialogue options is something like, have you met the weird man living in a tent? So I can kind of see where maybe her, Demetrius, and Sebastian are not that friendly with him. He's right behind their house. You'd think they would be friends. But yeah, Linus is usually one of the first people that I become friends with. I'd like to see Marlin, the guy from the Adventurers Guild. I'd like to see him be a character that you can really interact with, rather than just a guy behind a desk. He does come to the festivals. He does come to the festivals, and you can talk to him there, and he does have a story, but you can't build a relationship with him. At one point, he tells you that Marnie, that he would like to have a chat with Marnie, and that, I think that's a good thing. I would like to see that happen, because Mayor Lewis is not for her. He has this grandiose sense of himself that if people knew he was in a relationship, he wouldn't be able to govern effectively. That's such a weird thing to say. He could do with a line from one of my favorite movies, Yesterday. It's a movie about a world in which the Beatles never existed. It's a great movie. And in that movie, there's one line that says, all you have to do is tell the woman that you love her. I think that's just a wonderful line. We've got Mayor Lewis over here acting like he doesn't have a relationship. So we did level up fishing today, so we know we can pass out. Um, is Pierre open until 5? I am actually going to look that up on the wiki. Because if I can go back and get that one bottle of oil from him, Pierre's General Store. He is open to 5. So if I can go back and get that bottle of oil, then as soon as my potatoes come ripe, anchovy, no sardines here. Imagine. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get that bottle of oil, and that way, as soon as my potatoes come ripe, I can make a dish of the sea, and then the next time, because whoops, there's my cooking. Dish of the sea is 2 sardines and 1 hash browns, and hash browns is 1 potato and 1 oil. So as soon as I make the hash browns and have 2 sardines, but I need the oil to make the hash browns. How much is the next backpack? 10,000 gold. Alright, let's get that bottle of oil. Might as well get 2 just to be on the safe side. And then we'll head straight back to the ocean, looking for sardines. Quite literally fishing for sardines. So did you make your waffles from scratch, or were they frozen waffles? Alright, Willie's closed, so we can head over here. I don't have a waffle maker, so I will generally just make pancakes. We love some pancakes in this house. Butter and maple syrup, fruit jam. I'll take some peaches when the peaches are in season, when our trees are putting out ripe peaches. How much coins did the mother give you in this game? So I got cookies from her, and I also got 500 gold. I believe that was like day 10 or 11, maybe 12. Hold on, it auto-modded you again, but I think it's It's weird when I select a female character. Father sent me 500 coin. Yeah, I think they maybe patched it. I think they maybe patched it because it used to be that as a male character, your mother would send you cookies, and that was it. But if you were a female character, your father would send you 500 gold. I think they've patched it because my mother sent me 500 gold in this game. They There was a lot of people that the speedrunners, etc., the people that take this game seriously. Um, they would always play female characters because they would get 500 gold in the mail. Uh, I I didn't really like that, so I hope that's a permanent fix. You hate him. Who do you hate? The farmer's father? I've only ever played male characters, so I've never gotten a letter from my father. I guess my dad went for milk. And was never heard from again. Alright, what do we got? We got one sardine. Really would love a second sardine. It appears I'm going to have mostly enough energy. I can eat these salmon berries. Whoa. What are you? Maybe a puffer fish? An eel. Alright. Cool, cool. Hey, Gianna. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. I'm just fishing here. I have all the strawberries planted from yesterday, and now I'm just trying to raise some money, raise some funds. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm just trying to stay warm. It's even colder here today than it was yesterday. It was 3 degrees Fahrenheit when I woke up this morning. Sardine smell is the worst. I'm a vegetarian now, but before I was a vegetarian, I used to love canned sardines. Now I'm sure it would make me sick. I don't think I could deal with the smell now. It's been years. It's amazing what you can get used to. But I just need one more sardine so that I can make a dish of the sea. I now have fishing 7. So if I can't do it today because I don't have the potatoes yet. But if I get another rainy day this spring after my potatoes come ripe, then I should be able to make a dish of the sea and have a go at the legend. Check your Discord after stream. Okay, will do. I will do that. Like I said, I'm not great with the Discord, not great with the internet chatting or with the gaming. This is all very foreign to me. I love gaming. I've been gaming for 30 years, more than 30 years. But that's not to say that I'm good at it. I am not good at it. I play for fun. I don't really do competitive gaming, so Discord is a foreign thing. Yes, Gianna actually yesterday got me to make a Discord, so I do have a Discord. It is Chill Gardening TTV. I should probably put that in the bio on the channel. I should probably link that. I'll fix that later today. I'll fix that later today. I'm not like I just made it yesterday, so I'm not super active on there. I can say that, but I do have it, so you can chat with me there. I'm not a social media person, you know. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not on any social media. I don't have Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or any of that stuff. I'm just chilling. Yeah, yeah. I just started. My first stream was yesterday, so I'm just chilling. Yes, Gianna. Thank you. I appreciate that. What? Where are you, Gianna? Where on earth are you? You've got to be European, yes? Because I can tell our time zones are definitely not the same. France. You know, France is a place I've never been to. What's the weather like there now? What's the temperature? I definitely don't know French. I hope she does. If I hope they do if they're living in France. Oh, but recently lives in UK. So you're living in the UK now? That's what you're saying. Oh, that's no, that was another anchovy. Man, all this fishing and we still have one sardine. I'm gonna eat some salmon berries here. Alright, I think that's probably enough energy for the rest of the day. A little bit, a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm a one language one language guy. Learned a little bit of French in school. Learned a good bit of Spanish in school. Learned more Spanish by working because I worked with a lot of Hispanic people. Uh, so I learned a good bit of Spanish by immersion, but that was a couple decades ago. I've probably forgotten most of it. I'm not great at language. English was hard enough. I don't know that I could do it again. Another eel. Man, I'm really looking for just one more sardine. Yeah. Yeah, language is not my strong suit. Oh man, I'm not going to get another sardine. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to come back tomorrow and hope for more sardines. And German also. French, Spanish, German, yeah. Sounds kind of like my brother. My brother speaks many languages. He's been kind of all over the place. Alright. We definitely want to save that sardine, but everything else can go in the bin. Everything else can go in the bin. Okay. $47 gold. Not a bad deal. Greetings, Chill. It is our pleasure to inform you that your farm will be featured in next week's up-and-coming column of the Stardew Valley Tribune. Congratulations. We're impressed with your quick progress. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. And I know from past experience, that's that cauliflower. I know from past experience that my mom is going to send me a letter saying how proud she is that she saw me on the cover of a magazine. So that's always nice. Okay, are we trying to save bait now? I think it might be time to make another chest for fishing goods. We're gonna need more than just salmon berries. Well, I've got seaweeds. Well, like I said, I'm kind of an old, right? I've been gaming for more than 30 years. I've been gaming since Apple IIe's were the main computer that you gamed on. And but it's just been, a an escape almost. Play a game to chill, to relax, to get away from people, to get away from the world. But recently, I'm now at a point in my life where my children are older, and I now have some time to myself. So if I'm gonna chill and play a game, maybe someone else wants to chill with me while I play a game. So I'm definitely enjoying it so far. I think I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, I was already going to be playing Stardew Valley, so I might as well do it and chat with some people. It's kind of a wonderful thing. All right, let's get watering. This is kind of my least favorite part of this, is the watering. Oh, good, we've got carrots. They're wonderful energy. Old school. Hey, old school, gold school. That's all the same, right? I kind of like gold school. I think that should be a new phrase. But yeah, Uh, I remember when, I don't know, maybe you've heard of Myst. When Myst came out, MYST, that really shook up the gaming community, let me tell you. That was a very fun, it's seemingly very advanced graphics game at the time. So yeah, I've been gaming for quite a while. And I've played, like I said, I've played League of Legends before. And so I've played games that are multiplayer online games. I used to play Quake, Quake Arena. That's kind of old now. Um, that was competitive. But, these days I'm not really looking for high octane competition, you know? I'm just looking to relax. I'm just looking to chill. Oh, I keep wasting energy watering at the same spot again and again. This watering this whole field. Yeah, that's true. Mentally, a person needs some peace too, but my advice for you would be to keep your streams regular. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I mean, right now I'm just trying it out. This is part of, I'm just doing a bunch of uh, 1 hour streams. It's almost an hour and a half this time. And I'm going to have to get off soon to go make a fire because it is getting cold in here. But, I just downloaded it yesterday, the Twitch stuff, and I've already learned a lot. And so I'm just kind of doing some random streaming so that I can learn the platform and figure out, like this, I have to have my phone in front of me so that I can see the chat because I only have one monitor, and apparently Twitch will not let you do like an audio alert that someone has chatted with you. So I have to have my phone in front of me for the chat, so that was one thing to learn. I learned that Twitch does not automatically record, so that's a setting you have to turn on to record, to have video on demand afterwards. And I've recorded, so I recorded one yesterday. I think that was the one where you joined, and I put that up on YouTube. I created a YouTube channel. So I put that up on YouTube. Not that it's going to get many views. It's, an hour and a half of just me talking. Yes, same name. It's going to be Chill Gardening TTV. Chill Gardening TTV on YouTube. And Chill Gardening TTV on Discord. And I know I'm going to have to learn how to do the social media stuff. I know I am. If I want to keep doing this. I know. I'm going to have to do, I'm not doing Facebook. I don't see any point to that, but I'll probably have to do like TikTok shorts or something. Pull clips. I just don't think that this chill, relax, there's nothing, I'm not doing anything exciting. There's no excitement, and that's on purpose. So I don't know that there's really any short 30-second clips that are going to be popular to watch. But I know, I do have to learn how to do all this stuff. Alright, so what's the rest of today? I think the rest of today is probably chasing after more sardines. We're waiting for potatoes. I don't know if so. These plants here are potatoes, and when the potatoes come ripe, we can make hash browns, which are an ingredient for Dish of the Sea, along with 2 sardines. 1 sardine is not enough. Here, I will put, let me see if I can, I know I've disallowed links in the chat. So I tell you what I'll do. If you've followed me, then I will, later today, I will get back on Twitch and I will adjust my bio to put the link for the YouTube channel and the Discord into my bio so that you can just click a link to get there. Whoops. Okay. Alright. Because I'm still figuring all this stuff out. Okay, everything is watered, so the watering can go back. If we're just going to go fishing, then I don't need this. I'm going to need a little bit of energy, but by the time I go through this much energy, I should have more fish that I can eat if I need to. So, so yeah, so I guess let's go, right? Let's go find that sardine. And we'll bring Jody that cauliflower that I saved for her. In a moment of sheer genius, I managed to save one cauliflower from the shipping bin because I remembered that Jody wants a cauliflower. And I'm going to say I was pretty surprised with myself. Yeah, exactly. Rock on. I was pretty surprised with myself because generally speaking, I'm going to forget that. Okay, so where's Jody? Maybe Jody's shopping right now? Topaz. I think I have a topaz already from the mine. Jody is not shopping right now. Well, Pierre, I'm sorry, but I've already committed to Joja for this run. So you're gonna have an even harder time competing with them once they get all my business. Okay, so here we are. Hey Elliot, what's up? I haven't talked to you a lot. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Alright, let's go looking for one more sardine. I think I'll probably spend the rest of the day here. I need this money. But I need these sardines if I'm going to have any shot at the legend in Spring of Year 1. I need more sardines. And having more fishing levels wouldn't hurt either. I already have level 7. And the Dish of the Sea is +3, which gets me to 10. Bam, sardine. And you need to be at least level 10 to hook the legend in the mountain lake while it's raining in spring. So all of these factors all have to be just right for us to have a shot at this. If I can get the legend during Spring of Year 1, this is going to really help because I'm going to throw it in a fish pond. And I think its expected value is about 2,000 gold a day on average. Some days you won't get anything from it. Some days you might get 5 or 6 roe. And if you make a few preserve jars, then that turns into some serious money. And when you put a legendary fish in a fish pond, there's no waiting for the population to increase. There's no quests to fulfill. It's just the one fish, and the pond is full. Bathroom break. I don't think we needed to know, but hurry back, right? I'm starting to feel exhausted. Okay, it's time to eat. Time to eat, and then it's probably time to go look for Jody to give her this cauliflower. So alright, let's try and go find Jody and give her this cauliflower. That'll probably be some money, as well as making her happy, and getting this cauliflower out of my inventory. Although I'm going to toss some trash here while we're here. Are you back yet, Jody? Jody is not back. Vincent is home alone. Jody, what is up? This kid is like 4, 5? There you are. Okay. You can't be leaving Vincent home alone, girl. That's just not the way. Okay, 350 gold. Hey, every bit counts right now. Every bit counts right now. Alright, so what did we get? We got... Okay. Let's see if we can go get one more sardine. And then... I don't know. We would like enough money to get that fiberglass rod. That would be nice. That's 1,800 gold. I put a bunch of fish in the bin this morning because I passed out overnight. So I might have that money tomorrow. And I don't think I'm going to level up anything right now. So I'll probably have to walk back up. Hold on, I have to manually mod this spammer. Is it? Oh, thank you, Star. Thank you very much. I have to ban this guy. Okay. I don't know if you guys even saw that or not. I struggled trying to figure out which things the auto mod actually did stop. But this streamboo.com thing, ever since I started streaming yesterday, someone keeps spamming these links. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. I'm just here chilling. It's nice to have other people to chill with, you know? I know I'm fishing a lot. Like, this is all I've been doing this entire time is fishing for almost this whole stream. But this is supposed to be a crop-focused farm. I called it Farming Farm for that very reason. Oh, well, that's wonderful. Thank you for recommending me. I appreciate that. That's great that you guys hang out online. I like to game with my brothers. I have a couple brothers, and we play chill games together about once a week. You know, like Civilization or something, things like that. Civilization, what was another one that my brother liked to play? Factorio. We played that. I felt like that one was not as chill. I felt like that one was a little more anxiety-inducing, a little more intense. So, gaming on the internet can be a good way to keep up with old friends. I agree. I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. Alright, I think I'm just going to walk back now. I only have enough for one dish of the sea. I would really like to have another sardine so that I could make 2 dish of the sea. But I don't think I want to risk it. Alright, I'll stay for a minute. I'll stay. I think I can, if I leave close to midnight, I think I can make it home. If I can just get one more sardine, then the pressure is off. Of course, until I actually hook the legend in the mountain lake. And then the pressure is very much on. That is the single hardest fish in the game to catch. I don't really want to eat anything else. I think I'm going to start walking back if I get exhausted. Fingers crossed you're a sardine. Nope. Alright, I have one more cast in my energy bar there after this. Oi, oi, oi. Yep. Fingers crossed for a sardine. Oh, this is it. This is not a sardine. This is definitely not a sardine. Alright. Homeward bound. To home we go. See, to farming farm. Oh, we get to see Linus tossing trash cans. Yeah, raccoons, George. It's just raccoons. Don't worry about it. Yeah, sure. I'll scare off those raccoons. No worries, George. Don't be sorry, Linus. Don't be sorry. That's how I feel, too. Jesus. It is a shame for food to go to waste. None of the other answers are correct. I'm sorry. There's no two ways about this one. Can I toss the trash while we're still in the cutscene? Oh, Linus, do it every night. Seriously. Ugh. What a horrible story. I mean, you'll find better stuff in Gus's trash. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gus is a real one. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That actually sounds really good. I love some fried zucchini. Not a huge marinara fan, but that fried zucchini sounds fantastic. Yeah, I know. I need to buy that fishing pole from you. Oh man, I almost did that right in front of Elliot. Get over it, Clint. I like telling Clint off when I can, when I get the opportunity. I think there's a world in which we can believe he's really a decent guy and he doesn't know that he's being creepy, you know? But at the same time, he is being creepy, so. Whether he means to or not, he is doing it. Alright, let's grab that carrot. We're going to need that for watering in the morning. Okay. And might as well start on some gold bars. Oops. Okay. I think my pickaxe should be ready tomorrow. I'm so bad at keeping track of what day it is. Good night, bud. Oh, bang up job on the fishing. So we can get the rod. We can get the rod, and we also, yep, copper pickaxe is ready. We also have enough money to do both the rod and to swap the pickaxe for the axe. So let's get these crops watered. This is the tedious part, is just watering. That's why I want those gold bars. I believe a quality sprinkler is a gold bar and an iron bar. So as soon as we level up farming so that quality sprinklers are available to us, I want to be making this whole field quality sprinklers. So it seems that that's going to come about the time of summer. So I'll probably just finish out spring like this and then do an entire field redesign for summer. And once we get the copper axe back, we can start chopping these stumps out and make room for more crops. This is definitely the largest crop field that I've had in spring. I usually just keep it to like the 15 spaces of the original parsnips and leave it at that. So this is the largest crop field in spring that I've ever had. And even later in the game, for my other playthroughs, I'll get to the point where I can get the Junimo hut, and then I'll just leave one Junimo hut surrounded by crops, which ends up being about 150 spots. And I think I already have more than that here. It's only going to get bigger. We should have, I think we should have ripe strawberries tomorrow. We should have ripe strawberries tomorrow. That should be a good bit of gold. And I think I'll sell, I'm pretty sure, I'm actually going to have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure I can get a second harvest of strawberries before the end of the season. So as long as that's the case, then I can sell the entire first harvest. Maybe just keep some for energy food. But I can sell the entire first harvest to upgrade tools. Because the fishing for money has only really gotten us so far. I'm going to have to eat some forage to be able to water all my crops. How much is one watering? 2 points. Okay. Oh, I like the dancing dinos. I like that. That is cool. Alright. I guess we just have to start eating these horseradishes. At least one is enough to finish watering this crop field. Yeah. Alright. So we are watered. That took me until 12:40. That is crazy. Okay, so we want to swap the axe. And I guess we just fish. Have to get some coffee. You also drink some coffee or water. I've been drinking water. Usually I'll have a glass or two of water first thing in the morning. I don't drink coffee anymore. As I got older, I got more sensitive to caffeine. And so it doesn't make me feel very good anymore, you know? I survived most of my life with large amounts of caffeine, and now I can't really have it. So I'll have a cup of dandelion root tea. That kind of satisfies that coffee craving. Have you ever had dandelion root tea, roasted dandelion root? It's very earthy. Alright, we're going to make these bars. We're going to go swap out the pickaxe for the axe. Yeah, believe me, I love coffee. I love coffee. It does not love me. I love a nice cup of espresso, fresh and hot. That's good stuff. Or a latte, or a cappuccino, or just a cup of black coffee, Americano. I love all of it. But caffeine is not my friend anymore. Alright, so I think we're good to go. I think I'm going to bring these horseradishes with me because I am so low on energy. There's nothing here. And we're just going to run to Clint's just to upgrade the tools, and then we're going to run down to Willie's and get the fishing pole. I don't think it's worth risking waiting for enough money to get the iridium pole, which I think is 7,000 gold. kind of in that space where what if it rains tomorrow? But I don't have potatoes yet either. I don't have potatoes yet either, so I can't get the legend anyway. So let's just check with Willie, make sure that I'm correct about the price of the iridium rod. What we could do, you know what? I don't have enough coral currently, but I should probably save this and make a bait maker as soon as possible. That way I wouldn't be sitting around complaining about not having enough sardines. Let's check the price of the fishing poles. And it's Saturday, so Willie's not in business today. Okay. See, this is my typical day. Going everywhere and finding that they're not actually doing business. Pierre on Wednesdays, Clint on Fridays after the community center. Alright, let's eat that. We'll eat a couple horseradishes. And then we will fish. We will fish. And I think at the end of today, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I think that's good. That's good. 2 hours is not bad. Not great either. But I'm not looking to do a marathon. I need to make a fire in here. I need to get warm, have a hot cup of tea, and chill in front of the fire instead of in front of the computer. So we're really just hoping for one more sardine, because we want to make 2 dish of the seas, so that when it does rain again in this last week of spring, if it does rain again in this last week of spring, we'll be able to have the dish of the sea on pretty much all day, and have a good chance at catching the legend. See, the thing is, even if I hook the legend, that's not guaranteeing I'm going to catch it. I missed plenty of catfish already. I'm not the greatest. There we go. There we go. Okay. So then the question is, do we stay here and fish out the rest of the day today? I think we do. I think we do. I think there's nothing else really pressing. I think there's nothing else really pressing going on. So I think I just fish out the day here. Hope for another skill up. That would be nice. I'd rather not eat these horseradishes. Well, it's getting late enough in the season. I don't think I really need to be planting more wild seeds, but maybe I should do a foraging sweep. Nah, I don't think 10 more wild seeds is going to make that much of a difference in this season. So I think I'll go ahead and eat those. and stay here hoping for a level up, which I don't think I'm going to get. The more level ups I can get before attempting the legend, the better. The higher your level, the bigger your fishing bar is. Whoops, I don't want to cast on the dock. The bigger the fishing bar, the more margin for error there is on keeping him from getting away. So I think that's probably my goal for this entire last week of spring, is going to be just trying to be as prepared as possible for any chance at catching the legend that I can get. I did level up. How about that? Alright, that means I can absolutely just pass out on the pier here. And somebody is going to have to carry me home to bed. That somebody seems to be a random person at the beginning of the game here. It could be Harvey, or it could be Linus, or it could be Joja. I think Lewis also could carry me home. I think later in the game, if you've completed the community center, then Joja won't pick you up anymore because they go out of business. So I wonder what's going to happen in this run. I've never done a Joja run before, so I don't know. I just really like fishing in this spot. Whoops, oh boy. Being beside this big rock seems like a very peaceful place to be. So I like to fish into this little deep spot. Out of some, I'm sure, mistaken belief that fishing in this little deep spot beside the rock will get me better fish. Sounds like it could be true, right? Probably isn't, though. Welcome back. I did get a fishing level up here, so I am going to be passing out on the pier. Leveling up makes it so that you still wake up with full energy in the morning, even if you did pass out. So it's basically a freebie. I am going to lose some money. I'm going to lose 210 gold over it. But I think it's going to be well worth 210 gold to stay here for an extra 2 hours and fish. I'm going to need to eat. I'll catch that much fish to make it worth the 200 gold. And then tomorrow I'll come back down to Willie and get that fiberglass rod. Get some bait and get prepped. Oh. Okay, thankfully it was exactly 7. Okay, we'll eat that one. I feel like I've been fishing for like five days straight at this point. I do have my pickaxe back now, so I can go to the mines. I don't think I will. I think I'll just keep fishing until the end of this month to try to have that chance at the legend. Literally, has it been 5 days? I haven't been keeping track. It's been most of this stream. I've just been fishing. I know. Maybe it's boring. I don't know. That's what chilling is about, though, right? We're just chilling here. We're just chilling here on the docks, reeling in some fish, kind of trying to set ourselves up for next month, really. If we can get that legend fish on a rainy day in spring in the mountain lake, then that really kind of enables a lot of things going forward. Alright, we'll eat that for another cast or two. But we're almost ready to pass out. But yeah, if we can get that legend, then that's, I believe, I remember somewhere I saw a spreadsheet with fish pond income, and I think the legend averages out to about 2,000 gold a day, and you basically don't have to do anything once you set it up. Nice, nice. So now I have a small magnet and a small glow ring. That's probably my last cast anyway, so that worked out well. Alright guys, level 8 fishing, very nice, very nice. Alright guys, well, let's have a look here. I'm going to sign off, but when I come back later today, I'm going to take a few hours here to make a fire for myself and have a cup of hot tea, and I'll probably make some eggs. I don't think I'm up for making pancakes or waffles right now, although it does sound good. I might have pancakes for dinner later. Breakfast for dinner is a favorite. But yeah, I think I'll make myself a fire and a hot cup of tea, have some eggs and toast, and I'll be back on later today. You can see we've got rice here, our strawberries, so we're looking for big things. We're looking for big things. We're going to harvest all these strawberries and hopefully level up farming and get access to quality sprinklers so I can stop watering constantly every day. But thank you for joining me, thank you for following me. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being here and chilling and relaxing, and have a great day, guys. Have a great day.